What is up, everyone? Thank you for clicking on the video and watching this, assuming you plan to watch the whole thing, but even just clicking on it, it gave me a view, so I appreciate that. Either way, whatever you're planning to do after making that view for me, thank you anyways. The Golden Globe nominations are finally out for next year, for 2025. These always come out, these award nominations come out always around the time of the year that I'm wondering, like, when are they going to come out? When are the Emmy nominees going to come out, and then they drop. That's right when I'm actually curious to see them. They disappear from me, so that's pretty nice. What I want to know actually is if any of you guys know this, how do you find out about these right when they come out? You know what I mean? Because I'm not subscribed to any kind of newsletter or something that would inform me of that. But is there one you can find for these kinds of awards? Because I want to be able to like kind of jump onto them right when they come out, so then I can make a video, assuming I want to make a video on them. So just let me know, like, how do you guys find out about this? Because I always tend to find out also a little bit late or later than I want to, at least. The only nominations I think I do know of, and it's because I saw something on social media recently. It was a post. It had a frame from the movie A Real Pain on it, and I loved that movie, and I was like, oh cool, what is this? Is it like an interview maybe? And then the caption started saying something about the Golden Globes, and I quickly got out of there. But yeah, I feel like that will probably be nominated for some here, and great if it is. That's awesome. But besides that, I know no other nominations at all going into this blind. As you can see on my screen here, I'm recording it for you guys. I've scrolled dead to the bottom here. I did not want to see anything, so I just scrolled really quickly to the bottom, and I'm going to go just from the bottom up and read through all these nominations. I assume I will get to all of them, but there might be some that I leave out. I might not have anything really to say on them. I don't have time to watch everything, every movie here nominated or every show, so there may be some that I just can't really say anything about. So sorry about that if anyone's like wanting me to talk about a certain award category and I don't get to it. I apologize in advance, but I'm going to talk about all the ones that I feel like I can provide any kind of substantial feedback on, and I'm just going to pick the ones that I want to win, not who I think will win, but just the ones that I personally would have as the winners. So without further ado, let's begin. All right, we have Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Supporting Role on Television. We have Diego Luna for La Maquina. I'm sorry if I mispronounce some of these shows or names, by the way. Ebon Moss-Bachrach for The Bear, Harrison Ford Shrinking, Jack Lowden, Slow Horses, Javier Bardem, Monsters, The Lyle and Eric Menendez Story, and then Tadanobu Asano for Shogun. You know what? I'm leaning towards Javier Bardem for this, even though it wasn't my favorite show of all these nominees. I thought he did a great job playing that just disgusting, vile, absolutely despicable father of Lyle and Eric in the show, at least. I mean, I wasn't there when all that was happening, so I don't know if all of that stuff did go down. But yeah, just what an awful person. But he did a great job in that role, really transformed himself in many ways. And we have Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Limited Series, Anthology Series, or a Motion Picture made for television. Andrew Scott Ripley, Colin Farrell the Penguin, Cooper Koch for Monsters, Ewan McGregor for Gentleman in Moscow, Kevin Kline for Disclaimer, and Richard Gadd for Baby Reindeer. Going back to Monsters, Cooper Koch was really good. I wasn't really that impressed with him until it got to a certain episode. I don't even need to name the episode. You all know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. And his performance really floored me. From then on, I really just thought he did a great job. But for consistency's sake, I'm going to go with Colin Farrell for Penguin. Oz Cobb, great job. I mean, talking about transformations, I mean, gosh, just completely unrecognizable in that role as that character, and just what a great job he did throughout the entire series. So I'm gonna give it to him. Best performance by a female actor in supporting role on television: Allison Janney, The Diplomat; Dakota Fanning Ripley; Hannah Einbinder, Hacks; Jessica Gunning, Baby Reindeer; Callie Rice for True Detective Night Country; and Liza Colon-Zayas for The Bear. I'm gonna give it to Liza for The Bear. I feel like this season especially, she really was able to shine in certain episodes and was just great. I've always thought she was great since the first season, but this one especially, she's just gotten really good. Really, she's just been getting better as the show's been going on, and I feel like this particular season was a great showcase for how good she is in that role. All right, best female actor in a limited series, anthology series, or motion picture made for television. Some of these categories are so lengthy. But we have Cate Blanchett for Disclaimer, Kristen Milioti for The Penguin, Jodie Foster for True Detective, Kate Winslet for The Regime, Naomi Watts for Field Capote versus the Swans, and Sofia Vergara for Griselda. About halfway through Penguin, I already thought that Milioti deserved just like all the awards for her take on Sophia Falcone. In some ways, you could even say she kind of outdid Colin Farrell on the acting front. I was definitely rooting for her more so than Penguin as well throughout the season. I know he's the main character, but I felt more sympathy for her character. I know they're both kind of bad and effed up in their own ways, but I just found her more relatable and just loved Milioti's performance overall. Best actor in a TV series, musical, or comedy, we have Adam Brody for Nobody Wants This, Jason Segel for Shrinking, Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. It's weird that it says Bear the. That's interesting. Anyways, Martin Short and Steve Martin, both for Only Murders in the Building, and then Ted Danson for A Man on the Inside. I know he keeps winning this award, but Jeremy Allen White is just fantastic in The Bear as Carmy. I know the season was divisive for people, and I know a lot of people didn't like it. I personally did think it was really damn good, and I thought that he just continued to be really good, especially in some of those scenes in the final episode. His just acting really stands out in those moments. Best female actor in a TV series, musical, or comedy, we have Ayo Edebiri for The Bear, Jean Smart for Hacks, Catherine Hahn for Agatha All Along, Kristen Bell for Nobody Wants This, Quinta Brunson for Abbott Elementary, and Selena Gomez for Only Murders in the Building. You know what? I would like to see Selena get it. I was thinking maybe Ayo Edebiri, but she's won lots of other awards for the show, so I think just to see someone else get it would be cool. I wouldn't be upset if she won, but I'd like to see Selena get it. I feel like she's due for a Golden Globe for the show. I think she's really good in it. So yeah, I'm Team Selena here. Okay, best actor in a TV series, drama. Getting serious here now. Billy Bob Thornton for Landman, Donald Glover, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Eddie Redmayne for Dave the Jackal, Gary Oldman for Slow Horses, said that in a weird way, Hiroyuki Sanada for Shogun, and Jake Gyllenhaal for Presumed Innocent. No disrespect to any other nominees, but for me, it's easily got to be Hiroyuki Sanada for Shogun, one of the best performances in the show. You could argue the best. I wouldn't, but you can make that argument, and yeah, just a great performance by him. What else is there to say? Best female actor in a TV series, drama, Anna Sawai for Shogun, Emma Darcy, House of the Dragon, Kathy Bates, Matlock, Keira Knightley, Black Doves, Kerry Russell, The Diplomat, and Maya Erskine for Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Some of you may remember this little clip I had in my Shogun review. I'll put it up right here. All I want in life right now is just for Anna Sawai and an Emmy to materialize in front of me. And I just want to just take the Emmy and then hand it to her, and then she can go off or disappear or whatever. That's all I want in life right now, is to be able to do that. Need I say more? All right, now we have best TV series, limited or anthology series, or motion picture made for television. Baby Reindeer, Disclaimer, Monsters, Ripley, The Penguin, and then True Detective Night Country. It's going to be The Penguin for me. Easily one of the best series to come out all year. The best HBO series, I think, to come out all year as well. So that's an easy pick for me. All right, and then best comedy or musical series: Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, Only Murders in the Building, and The Gentleman. Gonna go with The Bear for this one too. I know people don't like it. I don't care. I still really like it. This season did shrink on me a little bit throughout the year as I kind of thought about it and pondered it more. But I still think it's a great season, and I still just think it's the best of all these nominations. So there you go. All right, and then best TV series drama: The Diplomat, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Shogun, Slow Horses, Squid Game, and then The Day of the Jackal. Is this going to be the new season of Squid Game that's nominated? Okay, it's not out for me. At least, I live in the United States of America. It's not out for me. I don't know if it's out for other people. I guess critics were able to watch it somehow. But yeah, I'll definitely be watching that when it comes out. But as of now, I'm going to Shogun. Did a review for it. Thought it was great. Excited for the next 2 seasons, even though I do think it kind of would have been nice if this was it. But of course, seeing more of the world, I'm not going to say no to that. So Shogun is my pick here. I don't really know what to say for this next one. Cinematic and box office achievement. You can see all the nominations here. I'll leave this up for you guys to look at. But I don't know how this one gets chosen. Like, all of these movies made a lot of money. So is it just like which one made the greatest profit? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not really sure what it is. I would say of these, I definitely liked Inside Out 2 the best. So I'd like to see that win. That'd be cool. We seem to be in the movie territory now with Best Original Song. Beautiful That Way from The Last Showgirl. Compress Repress from Challengers. El Mal from Emilia Perez. Forbidden Road from Better Man. Kiss the Sky from The Wild Robots. And Mi Camino from Emilia Perez. I liked the Challengers soundtrack a good amount. I really liked a lot of what Reznor and Ross did there. I'll go with that song. It's not my favorite song off the album, though. I definitely thought of continuing other ones that I would prefer to get nominated, but I'll still go with that one here. Best original score is for the following films: Emilia Perez, The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, The Wild Robot, Challengers, and Conclave. I would just give it to Dune Part 2. I thought the music was still really great. It did stand out a little more to me in Part 1. But yeah, I still do remember really liking it. Just hearing that in the theater was great. So I would reward this one to Hans Zimmer for Dune 2. Best screenplay for motion picture, it's for The Brutalist, Substance, Emilia Perez, A Real Pain, kind of saw that coming, Conclave, and Anora. I have actually filmed a review for Anora that will be coming out probably after this video. Not to spoil my thoughts on it, but I'm glad to see it has at least a nomination here. That's cool. And yeah, like I said, I just saw the image of A Real Pain associated with the Golden Globes recently, so I'm not too surprised that it's on here. And I think I would go with that one for here. Really enjoyed Eisenberg's writing in that movie, as I talked about in one of my previous videos. But yeah, great story. Very heartfelt, very funny, and raunchy, but really good stuff. Okay, a lot of these names are kind of complicated and hard for me to say, so just bear with me here. We're gonna try to do this here. For Best Director, the nominees are Brady Corbet for The Brutalist, Coralie Farjat for The Substance, Edward Berger for Conclave, Jacques Audiard for Emilia Perez, Pino Capadia for All We Imagine as Light, and then Sean Baker for Anora, like the most basic name at the end there, of course. Don't want to talk about it too much because, like I said, I will have a review coming out for it, but my pick here would be Sean Baker for Anora. Alright, Best Actor in a Supporting Role in Any Motion Picture. These tend to be my favorite awards here, like the supporting role categories. I tend to really like a lot of the ones nominated there. But anyways, Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2, Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice, Kieran Culkin for Real Pain, and Yura Borisov for Anora. Kendall and Roman still seem to be at odds. Is there any hope for their relationship? I think not.
Right? What the fuck?
I like several of these nominees here, but I'm going to give it to Kieran Culkin for Real Pain. A true scene stealer in that film. Not even the star of the show, obviously, but just great in every single scene. He was in a lot of the raunch and explicit dialogue comes from him, too. So, yeah, I would like to see him win this award here. Best female actor in a supporting role in any motion picture with Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, Margaret Qualley for The Substance, Selena Gomez for Emilia Perez, and Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. You know what? I'm going to give Ari some love here. I'd like to see Ariana Grande take it. Was not surprised by how good she was in the movie because I'd seen her act in other things in the past and she was always good. Like, really. So, yeah, I'd like her to win this one. Alright, Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Gabriel LaBelle for Saturday Nights. Glenn Powell for Hitman. Hugh Grant for Heretic. Jesse Eisenberg for Real Pain. Jesse Plemons for Kinds of Kindness, and Sebastian Stan for A Different Man. I'm leaning towards Jesse Plemons for this one. Just thought he did a great job in that movie. The different stories that were told there, especially in the first two parts of the movie. It's an anthology film for people who don't know. And yeah, he did a great job with both of those. It's a very weird performance. The movie is so weird. All the performances and actors are just really kind of strange the way they act, but I liked it. It rubbed me the right way, so I think I would like him to win. And then Best Female Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Amy Adams for Night Bitch. I love that title. Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. Demi Moore for The Substance. Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez. Mikey Madison for Anora, and Zendaya for Challengers. Anora is definitely more of a drama than a comedy, I would say. That's this whole other thing that could go into with like movies that are nominated in comedic categories that aren't comedies. Don't even get me started on that. Yeah, Challengers is definitely a drama as well. I don't know why that's here. She's been the talk of the town as far as like awards buzz goes. But you know what? I don't care. I think Mikey Madison was phenomenal in Anora. Definitely want her to win. I think she probably will too, based off of all the buzz I've heard. Alright, now Best Animated Motion Picture. Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Moana 2, The Wild Robot, and Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. Hands down, give it to Inside Out 2. Great movie, one of my favorite movies of this year. I think it should be nominated for Best Picture, period. I know it won't be though, but I think it should. And then Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. A Real Pain, Anora, Challengers. All three of those aren't comedies, by the way. Emilia Perez, The Substance, and Wicked. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna give it to A Real Pain. Loved it. It was really funny, but I do just feel like it's more of a drama. I feel like it should be in that category. But yeah, just great movie. It's great. What else do you want me to say? Okay, the Best Motion Picture Drama, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nickel Boys, September 5th, and The Brutalist. You know, even though I felt like it was slightly overhyped, Dune Part 2 was a really good movie, and I would like to see it take home this award here. Surprised it's nominated, but yeah, I would like that to win. Okay, I think I'm pretty well centered now. I have the rule of thirds grid on my camera that shows up, so I'm able to kind of position myself according to that grid. It's a film term for people who don't know. Very important term to know if you want to pursue filmmaking. So those are all the Golden Globe nominations for 2025. I have a few things I want to talk about, some big snubs that I thought deserved some recognition. Cillian Murphy, I think, gave one of the best performances of this whole year in small things like these, which he would have gotten a nom. Piece by Piece, I think, should have been nominated for Best Animated Feature. And then for TV, I would have liked to have seen the last season of Curb Your Enthusiasm get nominated. Though it's not my favorite season of the show, it still was really good. especially really like how it ended, and I just would have liked that to have gotten some nominations. So yeah, obviously there's always snubs, at least in my mind, with awards season, but I like a lot of those awards, a lot of nominations. I'm happy with a lot of those, and yeah, these are just my thoughts on them right now. They'll probably change, in the however many weeks until the actual ceremony airs. But how do you all feel about these awards? What do you think were snubs? Who do you think should win some of the big awards? Let me know all of that in the comments below. And with that said, I'm done. Thank you for watching. Bye now. Peace out.